Hey, comic book boys and girls, Lumbox Love Affair here. I am out of town, and it just proves that I'm always hunting. And so I'm in Cape Cod and staying at a friend's bed and breakfast that I've come to once a year, it seems, lately for the past 3 years. And I've never been able to find comic books out here. And well, I should say I've found comic books at an antique store, and they were crap. There was nothing of value. They were bent up. They were destroyed, and they weren't anything that was collectible, at least for me. So I went back to that same shop while I was away, and a friend of mine who is also here said, "Hey, there are comic books. You need to go." I was like, "Is it that shop over by the Portuguese bakery?" And he said, "Yes." So this is the one I had checked out before, and it was all the crap comics. So I just said, "Okay, I'll check it out. I can't resist. It's on the walk to coffee and everything else." So it just proves that sometimes you have some hits. You have some misses, and then you have some hits, and it could be even in the same store season to season. So I picked up a bunch of comics. They were $3 each. I spent $41. And sometimes it takes me one or two to pick one up. Looking through them, it's like, oh, that looks like a good book, but I don't know if I want to commit. And that first book that I wasn't sure I wanted to commit on was Guardians of the Galaxy 13, the Cosmic Ghost Rider first appearance. This was picking up a little bit of buzz, not necessarily price, when Cosmic Ghost Rider, the Donny Cates version, the Punisher, version came to be last year. It's not the same Ghost Rider, but still it's a futuristic Ghost Rider. I guess it's not the first Cosmic Ghost Rider, it's the first future Ghost Rider. So I picked up another copy of that. Why not? But like I said, it was a copy I've had already. I could have passed on it. At $3 seems to be the going rate for it. I think it's maybe a little bit more in the marketplace. But then I started finding some more books. There's a whole. These were all alphabetized, not in alphabetical order per se, but the Thors were all together. The Guardians of the Galaxies were all together. So they did some methodical organizing, which I do appreciate. And so I stumbled upon the Thors, and I found the Thor Annual 11. And this is the first appearance, if I'm remembering correctly, of the, is it the troll or the dwarf who forges Mjolnir? I could be wrong, but it's the first appearance of something from Infinity War, the movie. So I picked that up. It's got some dings, but I know it was catching some buzz a while back. And these were all $3. And then I found this. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill, Thor 337. It does have some yellowing on the sides, but really there's no spine ticks. It does have some discoloration up there, but really a decent copy. For $3, you can't leave that. And then there was also Thor 344, the first appearance of Malekith from the Thor Dark World movie, and the new protagonist in the Thor books the past several years. So not really a new protagonist, or antagonist, I should say. Jeez, I'm on vacation. So I got that Thor. Then I saw this book, and I saw it on, I guess, Comic Book Men. They promoted Justice League America Annual number 2, first appearance of Vibe from the Flash comics, or from the Flash TV show. So picked that up. Need to check that out. This is a book I love. What if Spider-Man's clone had lived? One of the what if. They had a whole bunch of what ifs there from the first run of that. By the way, if anyone knows if any of the what if books are really hot in the first run, let me know. There are a whole bunch there. I can always go back and pick some up. So what if Spider-Man's clone had lived? And that's a decent copy. Also, I don't have this one, but I really love this cover and premise. What if Gwen Stacy had been rescued? 24. What if 24? So I picked that up. And I also picked up What If Nova Had Been 4 Other People. So these are books I'll flip through. I'll probably end up reading at some point. Another one which I was super psyched to find is What If Silver Surfer Possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? Really awesome. Love this book. Love the cover. I don't love the interior art, but I love the cover. Is that Ron Lim? It's not, but it's a pretty friggin' cool cover. This book has had its day already, but Iron Man 219, the first appearance of Ghost. They had 220 and 221 as well, but I picked up this one because this is the first appearance. I might hold on to this. I'm not sure. I've sold the other ones. It's yellowing a little bit, so it's not near mint, but it's nice. And all these were bagged and board, or bagged at least. The next three are pretty amazing, and you'll see why. At least in my opinion, they're amazing. But let's just say I got Iron Man's first appearance of War Machine, 282. Yep, decent, very fine condition. It's got some discoloration up here, but awesome book. So excited to have that. Picked up X-Men Annual 14, the first cameo of Gambit. Awesome Arthur Adams cover. I just slabbed one. I think I got a 9.4, 9.5, or 9.6. Signature series by Art Adams. So awesome book. It's an amazing one from my childhood. I loved it. I remember buying it for $3 back then. That was a huge deal. $3 for a comic book as a kid. It's a lot of money. And then the one that freaked me out the most, first appearance of Gambit. X-Men 266, $3. $3. I bought this at a yard sale a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but several months ago for $1. This was $3. I have one already that's 9.6. This is not a 9.6, but I think this is at least a 9 point something, low nines. There's maybe one minor stress mark on the spine, but solid first appearance of Gambit. So that is the haul. That is the Cape Cod summer edition haul that I found these books. So like I said, if you know of any of the What If books are hot, any of the topics of What If, I can always go back and pick some up, just so any tips you have would be helpful. And thanks for watching. Thanks for checking this out. And it just proves that you never know what you'll find. And this is an antique store. They had people going in and out, checking out the books, I'm sure. And you never know when they had it come in. You never know what you'll find year after year. So I'll continue to, every time I come back here, and it's not a given that I'll come back every year, but I've been 3 years in a row. But every time I check it out, and this is the only time it's hit, and there's certainly been all misses in the past. So keep your eyes peeled, keep looking, let me know about the What If stuff, and oh, also a plug for my upcoming video. CGC finally graded, and it has shipped my Giant Size X-Men #1 and my DC Comic Presents first appearance of He-Man, and I don't know the grades. I could easily look them up, but they are en route. I'm going to do an unboxing to see what I got. These are the comic books I bought for $1 over the early summer months. That they're in my Keys video, and I'm just excited to see what came of them. And just it was a super deal. So slab them. So be sure to stay tuned. I'll probably do a video mid next week, if not early part of next week. So keep your eyes peeled. So thanks everyone. Happy hunting, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.